I'm back. I decided that I was going to do another video. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements, from dories to door swags, home decor arrangements, things for the garden, funeral tributes, weddings and much more. Right guys, I've just done a little video on how to do a poly ribbon, and I said I was going to do a video on your oddments or your end of your roll bits that you have left and you can't make nothing out of them. So I thought I'd do it now. So because I'm not doing Fridays anymore videoing, because that's my busiest day. So I'm going to show you this now. So I bet you're fed up of seeing me. So I'm going to show you one today with using a bow maker, which is, this is just my cheap bow maker with just some pinks and the odd purples. I've got all the colours, but I thought I'd just use these, what I've got in my tub, doing nothing really. So I'm going to bring the camera down again, and we're going to do this little video on our wired ribbon, on our bow maker, and then I'll do a video, it won't be today, but on how to do it by hand as well. So I'm going to move the video again guys, one moment. So let's move it down so you can see. I hope that's far enough for you guys. Oh my goodness. Right, I've got these oddments. I think I've got two of one colour. So I must have used one roll end and I've got a bit left, not knowing. Same with the cherise as well. So, and then I've got some burlap, or should I say hessian, pink ribbon, one with a flower on, white flowers, which is hardly anything there. A lilac colour, a floral one, what was end of my roll, a purple striped, a little bit with butterfly on as well. So we're going to try and do something with all of that guys. So first of all, let's move it to the side. We're going to use our pink and white daisy, or white daisy should I say, pink background. And again, I could perhaps make a full bow out of this, but I'm going to show you what we can do with our, as we say, dribs and drabs. So I'm just going to make put a tail end in. I'm going to twist it. I'm going to do 5-inch, place it in between the two dowels, twist it again so the pattern is upside down, go to 5-inch on the opposite side, again twist it so our pattern is upside down again. Oh, I could make a bow out of this, but never mind. Do it again, 5-inch, twist it so again our pattern is upside down, and do another 5-inch, and then bring the tail end down. And then I'm just going to place these in position like so. So that is our letter X. Then I'm going to use the purple. There seems to be quite a lot on here. I don't know if they're all cut into different sizes, but we'll see. We're going to do our purple striped. Again, twist so your pattern is upside down. Yeah, I think there's more than one wrapped around in here guys. We'll go to 5-inch again, twist again. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Oh, I don't know how long this is. Let me just unravel it. Alright. I can use 2 of these. I'm going to try and make a big one, guys. So let's see how big I can get the bow. Twist again. Place in. And bring our tail end down. Then I'll move this into position also. Like that. Let's have a look. Let's use one of our Cherise ones. I'm doing these in all different sizes. I'm not doing them in any particular size. Let's dovetail. And let's see where we get. We might be able to just do 1 loop or 2 or maybe 4. Who knows? 5" again. Twist. Place in. Twist. Placing it 5" again. I'm measuring the 5" with the one underneath. Let's see if I can get one more 5". The tail end may not be as big. No, I'm going to leave it at 3. 3 loops on that one, guys. So again, you don't always have to have 4. Let's just position that like that. Then which one shall we go for? Let's go for our Hessian. Now these fray on the end, so I'm cutting that at a diagonal. So I'm bringing that there, placing it on the other side, twisting again. Every time I go to the other side, I twist. And then twist again. Because this has got no pattern on, I still always twist. We maybe only get 3 out of this one as well. Twist. I find the Hessian is really tough. Let's have a look at the tail end now. So it's 2 on this side, on that one. Let's use our butterfly. Again, a slightly thicker or wider one. I'm going to place that on there. Twist, so you again it's upside down your pattern. That's if you've got a pattern. Go to 5". I'm staying at 5" for now, and I can only, let's see, let's just straighten that one out. And what 2 on that one as well, I think. Let's just check, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, 2 on that one, because there's not enough tail end. We'll use our purple or lilac. I think I may be able to get 4 out of this. We'll place that there. Twist again. I always say twist because it holds it in place. Like I say, I'm going to try and see how big I can get the bow. Twist. Twist again. No, 3 on that one as well. So I'm going to use a thicker one again. I may only get 2 on this because this isn't very long. So place that in. I'm going to go shorter with this one. I'm going to go to 4. Twist. And that's that one. I'll get the Charisse one again. Again, this is what you can do with all your oddments, guys. Let's just trim that, dovetail that end. And I'm going to do 4 with this one, 4 inch. Measuring it with this one I've just done. That's all I can do on that is 3. I'm not going to put this one on. I'm going to use this little one here. It feels quite thick. Inch on this again. You don't have to use it all and make one bow. You can do separate bows. I just want to see. I just like to see how far I can get with it. Just 2 on there, and then I'm gonna do just 1 in the center with this purple. I think anyway. Or I may do, because there's not much on here. I'm going to do a shorter loop in the center. And that's what we have, guys. Look at all of that ribbon, what you can make with your oddments. So now I'm going to find the center at the bottom. Now this is going to be quite hard to lift it. Look at all of those, all those layers. So grab from the bottom, let me just pull it off. I don't think this is going to be long enough. Oh, it is. Just. It's a just. Bring it round to the back. And just hold it. And then do what you do with your other bows. I'm not positioning the tail ends all at the bottom. With it being so big, I won't be able to get all of them down to the bottom, I don't think anyway. So I'm just going to grab the tail ends first, wherever I can find them. And that's this side anyway. And then I'll go underneath to the other side. And I will straighten the tail ends down on this side as well. And I'm just stroking the tail ends so they come down and the curl slightly under. So you have that effect with your tail ends. So now I'm going to start from the bottom and straighten my loops up. I always tend to start from the bottom with my loops anyway. It's just that I find it much easier. You can do it where you can work on one side before you go back to the other side. That one goes in the center. And now I'm going over to the other opposite side. And I'm fluffing them up on the opposite side as well. This would make a beautiful bow for something if you're doing it a real big bow and you want a big wreath or something and you want a big bow and you've got all pastel colours for your oddments, pinks, purples. Oh, here's my cat. That means my husband must be home or my son's let him out. Oh no, it can't be my son because he's gone to the barber's to have his hair cut. I know if it's my husband because he'll bring me a drink in. And then pull tight. Look at the size of that for a bow, guys. All out of your oddments. What you can achieve through your oddments. Now I'm going to snip some of these tail ends. I don't want them all that long. I'm going to tidy it up by snipping some of them. I feel like my cat is like quality control. He keeps an eye on what I'm doing to make sure I'm doing it correctly. Again, I'll just snip away. Oops, a daisy, that Hessian's quite tough. I think I'll cut that one a little bit shorter. And the Hessian. Just get rid of those, all the ends. So once you've used your oddments again and you've pulled it tight, you can still then again fluff a bit more up. Let me just cut that one. I think that one as well. As you're going round, you will find your tail ends that you think need cutting by just looking at them. So like that one needs chopping as well. I want to try and get them around a similar length, so you can just keep chopping as much as you like until you're happy with the length. I don't want too long of tail ends. I just want the fullness and the volume of our big bow. So my lovelies, here we have our super big fluffy bow used from your oddments of ribbon. So that is what we have created. Isn't that big and fluffy? Look at it around the sides. And that, again, I've kept the reef here. Look at the size of that on us. This is only a 12-inch reef. And it looks really big and fluffy. So that is what you can do if you've got odd bits of your ribbon left from either an end roll, or you don't know what to do with it because there's not enough to make a bow. You can do something like that. Now I'm going to show you as well what you can do. I've got a bucket. I've got a bucket with all oddments in, look. I do them in, put them together in colour coordination. It's just me, guys. I do it with my ribbons on the you know, that I use. I place them in colour coordination with rubber bands, guys. I've got some Halloween things in here. Some autumnal things in here. I know it's reds, silvers, browns. In fact, let's have a go at a brown. But what I'm going to do with the brown, I'm going to do something, instead of making loops, I'm just making tail-ended bow. So if I just take those off. So let's look for the thinnest piece here. Let's use this for example. I'm going to fold that in half. Fold it in half again once I've done that, and create my dovetail for both ends. So what I'm going to do is just place that in. That's it. So I've got some sparkly one. In fact, I might cut this shorter because I don't want it too long. So let's cut it, fold it in half again. We're going to cut it like that. I don't mind doing this, guys, because I collect roll bits and bobs, and I could end up with lots. Let's see how long this sparkly one is. We'll do the same with this. Fold it in half. And this is all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else, you know, anything different. Fold that in half, and then in half again, because that's quite long, and snip it for a tail end. And then go with my scissors in the center. So I've got smaller pieces, and I could do the same with these, the smaller pieces that I've cut. Fold in half to dovetail them all together, like so. So I could just go one like that, one like that, and then get another one. Just make sure these are all. I'm folding this one in half because it's long. Dovetail the ends again. Fold those in half. Let's see how long. I'm cutting a little bit off of these. I don't want them that long. Place one across, and one vertical. So we'll get this gold one. I've got plenty of this. Again, chop it in half once I've folded it. Dovetail that, fold this end in half and dovetail this end. So again, I could place that one like that, one like that. I'll save those two. And I've got this. And this is all I do if, you know, if I need some, if that's the reason, you know, I save my oddments. Right, this one's quite long. Again, I'm not doing any with loops. So I've just folded this one in half, so I'm going to cut the end. And I'm going to fold it in half again. And cut the end. And then fold it to dovetail it. That's one end, and then I'll do the opposite end. Fold that in half. Like that. So I'll use two of those as well. So I'll go one vertical one horizontal like that. Now I'm going to use a darker colour. Let's see, this one's got less. Again, fold this in half, because again these are just my oddments. Dovetail this end. This has been dovetailed, but I want them both the same. Just to add another colour to bounce it, go vertical, horizontal for that one. Which one could I use? Oh, I've got these. I could place diagonal like that as well. Let's add another bit of gold. So I'll go horizontal. Oh, my other cat's coming in. Get ready for the hissing. And then vertical. Because my cats don't like each other. And I've got this owl one. So I'm going to place this brown owl one on. Again, it's a bit long, so I'm going to cut it in half. Let's see. Now I'm going to keep that, I think, as it is. I'm going to cut that one in half, dovetail that end, and then I'm going to dovetail this end as well. And I'm going to go diagonal like that. I've got a bit of gold sparkly here, sparkly one, glitter. Right, this isn't going to be very big. Again, this is what you can do. It's great, guys. You may think, oh gosh, that's wasting money, you know, and that's why I always say save your ends. Let me cut that a little bit smaller, because you can do bows out of all your little bits that you've got. Get the sparkly one in, and then I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish with the leopard print that we've started with. Let me get rid of those. Well, before I do, I've just realised I've got a couple of pieces that I cut. So let's get these in. I'm going to cut that there and fold it in half again, then dovetail, fold this end in half and dovetail. So then I'm going to go vertical and horizontal, guys. So that's what I'm going to do as far as I'm going to take it. Otherwise, with my browns, I could be here for forever. So I'll just place these out of the way, put a band on them, and put the bits that I have left. I can get that off. Again, I put rubber bands on so they don't go everywhere. Get my cable tie ready. find the centre right at the bottom. Lift up, place my cable tie around them. I mean, if you was hanging this on a wreath or something, you could place a cable tie or floral wire through the here. And I'm going to pull this tight straight away. Let me cut this down a little bit. I think these are two a little bit long. Maybe that wasn't cut very good. So I've cut those straight away, and that's what we have. Now all I'm going to do is get these tail ends and just move them around. So that's all I'm going to do. Until I have a lovely bow all made out from our tail ends, guys, on the bow maker. Bring your tail ends down here as well. And this is all from your box of oddments. Isn't that great? How you can make a bow look stunning without any loops. And just keep fluffing. Again, just fluff till you're happy. I always say that, don't fluff till it has to look a certain way. That's another thing I was taught. Don't keep fluffing because there's no rule on how you want your bow to look. If you want it just to be fluff, minimalistic and not too much, then that's fine. That is more than fine. There's no set rule how many times you should fluff your bow. And you can just lift up by doing that, lift up, put a curve on the end like that, because it's wired, and then that will stick up like that. So you have a round feel, you haven't got to have them flat. And, bring them up to give them that fluffiness. It's another thing, if you want them to look fluffy, or because they're just tail ends, it doesn't mean to say you can't have a bit of fluffiness in it. Bring them up and just curl over the tips. Just by stroking it and then just leaning the tips over. Like so. And it gives that fluffiness as well. And it lifts it. So look at that, guys, and that's just with tail ends. Doesn't that look super? Nothing more, no loops, just tail ends. So if you've got dribs and drabs and they're just little, could be 14-inch long, and you think, oh, what am I going to do with that? You could either, if you do deco mesh wreaths, you could place them on there, on your deco mesh wreaths. Or if you don't do deco mesh wreaths and you've got all these you know, oddments, and you think, what am I going to do with all of those? It's a waste. Oh, it's not, guys, it's not. Do something like this, a bow without any loops, just tail ends, and it will sit lovely, just as nice as what you'd have if you had any loops. Now, doesn't that look lovely? Nice and fluffy, lots of layers, as you can see, and it's just like the other one, but with just as big, but without loops. Isn't that grand? So there you have it, guys. Two bows made on a bow maker with your oddments, one with loops, one with tail ends. So again, guys, I hope that helps if you're unsure what to do with your oddments. So give it a go, you know, have a go at how to make the loops and everything on your bow maker. And then, you know, as you know, I've got lots of layers here. And then also with your tail ends or your dribs and drabs, without any loops, try and do a bow without the loops. So one with, one without. And I guarantee they will both look just as beautiful. And again, you don't have to put as many layers as this in. I made a black one out of dribs and drabs, as I say. And it's only got a few different layers, just black and white, and there's that one, and it's not as fluffy or big or as many layers as this one, so you can do it small and slim just like that. Again, you don't have to have too many layers. I just wanted to show you because I've got lots of brown, so that gave me the opportunity to use majority of my browns and my pinks. So there you have it, guys. So give it a go, either a thin one, thick one, with tail ends, these two, or with loops. Your decision. But when you do it, guys, have fun and just keep practicing. Take it apart if you don't, you know, unclip the tie wrap or take the floral wire off, or the pipe cleaner, whatever you use to hold your ribbons together, and do it again. Just keep doing it and doing it and doing it until you are happy with your result. So there's 3 different bows: skinny one, chunky one, both tail ends, and a loop one in the center. So I hope that little video helps, guys. And again, let me just move the camera up. You may see my cat. I don't know if you can see him at the moment. Oops, I keep getting my fingers in the way. So there you go. So have a wonderful time trying. I hope that helped with the bows. I may do some more where all the tail ends are at one end and not around as well. And I could do that also with the without loops as well as with loops. So again, guys, have a go, keep practicing and enjoy. All the best, and please subscribe, share and like, and you know, to your friends, family, the world, the universe, cats and dogs, animals, whatever, and have a great time. So enjoy the rest of your day, take care, good health, and God bless you all. And I love you all for watching my videos, and I love you all for subscribing. You're wonderful people. All the best, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.